Have you ever left a conversation thinking, I'll remember that? And then 10 days later, or even 10 minutes later, it's gone. And now you're checking your lists, your messages, you're trying to make sure that you didn't miss something important. And then you're called to your next thing. So you keep worrying about it all day. You have this nagging open loop, often added to a bunch of other open loops. And well, you keep feeling one step behind. Worried you're missing something and always a little on edge. Most people think this means they need to work harder or get more organized. That the answer is in productivity, getting more done, or finally finding that perfect app. I see this so much. And it's my mission now to help you stop beating yourself up about this and stop thinking there's something wrong with you. Because if your social media feed is anything like mine, it's probably full of productivity hacks and other things that make you feel less than, that you're missing something, that you're a little bit behind. And by the way, if this already feels a little too familiar, I've put together a simple starting point for you. It includes the first few chapters of a short story I wrote about a person named Sam who feels exactly like this, and a simple way to start getting things out of your head and into a system. You can grab those opening chapters in the link below when you're ready. Now let's get back to what's actually going on here. What if the main source of your problems has nothing to do with effort? It isn't a technology that you're using. It's not even about time. What if the real problem is you're carrying too much in your head? So like I was saying, I wrote this story recently about a guy named Sam with a problem that I see a lot. And as I was writing it, I knew I wasn't really writing about Sam. I was writing about a lot of us. In fact, the majority of really wonderful, well-intentioned, hardworking leaders that I get to work with. Education leaders, business owners, HR managers, office teams. All of these very busy people that have come into my world through the years. Now, from the outside, Sam was doing great. Business was growing. People were relying on him. He always came through, even if he was a little bit driven by deadlines from time to time. But internally, he felt like he was constantly on, always deciding what to respond to next, and all the time wondering if he was missing something important. Maybe you've heard this old metaphor, leading like a duck, calm on top, but underneath you're going a million miles an hour. Well, that's the part no one sees. And I've seen this pattern for years. I spent 16 years as a school principal, a director, a superintendent, most of them as a superintendent, for the past 6 years working with hundreds of leaders one-to-one and thousands more in team workshops, presentations, keynotes, helping them move from that constant stress and scattered thinking to calm, clear systems that actually hold things for them. So they can keep being that calm duck on top of the water, but match it with peace of mind and calm underneath. This constant bouncing around and busyness, it shows up everywhere and it always looks the same. And if I'm being honest, I lived this a little bit in my early years as a high school principal. It was fast moving, high pressure work. I had thousands counting on me all the time, playing Whac-a-mole morning to night, trying things, tweaking systems, hoping something would finally stick. I've always been an organized person. I took pride in being prepared, in being organized. I knew it wasn't right. And I was so lucky. I had great mentors in my ears and spent years studying systems, testing ideas, trial and error learning. And it didn't take all that long before I found myself graduating from the School of Hard Knocks. And this is what Sam had to realize. Something I see with leaders all the time. It's not that they're disorganized, it's that they don't have a trusted place for everything, so their brain becomes the system. And that's exhausting. Just so exhausting. Early in my research, I devoured the book Getting Things Done by David Allen. That was more than 20 years ago, and honestly, it all still holds up. Even now, with AI and everything moving faster than ever. But there was one line that stopped me. It just hit me right between the eyes. Your mind is for having ideas, not holding them. And that's when things started to click for me. Because that's also what Sam realized, and what I see with leaders all the time. It's this: they don't need to remember more. They need a place to put things and a way to have them automatically come back at the right time. Automatically, no thought, no constant paranoia, no open loops, not a to-do list that just grows, not I'll try remember that. Imagine this for a second. You finish a conversation with someone and you think, I need to follow up on that today, but not today. Most people do one of three things. They try to remember, they write it down somewhere random, or they deal with it right away, too early, immediately, even though they have more important things to do. It's top of mind and they just want to get it off their plate. What Sam learned to do instead was simple. He'd take that thought and assign it to a future day. Not in his head, not in a random pile, but in a system that would bring it back to him when he needed it. He learned to bring it forward. So instead of carrying 47 open loops in his brain, he could trust, if it matters, it will come back to me. And when it came back, he actually had time set aside to deal with it. That's the shift. Not working harder, not becoming some productivity robot. Just finally stopping the worries about how you can get all this done and getting your brain out of the storage business. So now if you're sitting there thinking, yeah, I've got way too many things living in my head right now, then don't try to fix everything today. I'll give you the first few chapters of this parable free. Again, it's about a regular person named Sam who felt exactly like this. And it's also about what happens when you finally stop trying to remember everything. And build a simple way to start getting things out of your head and into a system. And just so you know, this isn't a heavy business book. It's written as a short parable. 25 quick chapters, just a few pages each with one or two very doable ways to make your systems more powerful and give you peace of mind. Honestly, it reads more like a recipe than a textbook, because writing a long, complicated book about helping busy people find more time, well, that feels a little ridiculous. The opening chapters are a quick read. It'll take you 10 minutes, maybe less. It's just a few chapters, and so of course you're not going to walk away with a full system, but light bulbs will go off, and you will leave realizing, oh, I don't need to keep all of this in my head any longer. And honestly, once you see what Marina shows Sam, you won't look at your to-do list the same way again. So if you want a simple way to start getting all of this out of your head, just grab those first few chapters in the link below. In my next video, I'm going to walk you through what this actually looks like in real life, so you can start using it right away. But for now, just see if you can recognize yourself in Sam.